Prime Minister Narendra Modi has landed in Moscow just a short while back. He's all set to hold a summit-level discussions with Russian President Vladimir Putin. You can see these visuals, of course. Prime Minister Narendra Modi being given a ceremonial welcome there at his hotel, the Carlton Hotel in Moscow. He was also accorded a guard of honor at the airport. The Indian diaspora has also reached the Carlton Hotel to greet PM Modi as he begins his visit to Moscow. Russian dance groups are performing there. Also excited groups of Indians in Russia were outside to greet him. And of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be holding will be part of the 22nd India-Russia annual summit with President Putin in Moscow. The Indian envoy to Russia, Vnukovo, had said the talks will lead to tangible outcomes, extensive dialogue on trade, economic and investment cooperation, as well as connectivity, will be a key focus of discussions during the visit of Modi. This is Prime Minister's first visit to Russia in nearly 5 years, also the first after the war broke out. And now we are getting visuals, of course, of Prime Minister Narendra Modi meeting and greeting the diaspora there. This is the Indian diaspora who, of course, have lined up in great numbers to meet him and greet him in Moscow. This is something we see, of course, all over the world. And Prime Minister, of course, has a special connect with the young admirers of him, the children who he, of course, is meeting there as well. PM Modi's last visit to Russia was in 2019 when he had attended an economic conclave in the Far East city of Vladivostok. The annual summit between Prime Minister Modi of India and President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, is the highest institutional dialogue mechanism in the strategic partnership between the two countries. So far, 21 annual summits have taken place alternatively in India as well as in Russia. Joining us at this point live is Ambassador Anil Triguniat, former diplomat. We also have Ninad Sheth, Foreign Affairs Analyst, joining us live. Pathikrit Pain, Defence Expert, is live with us. Major General Gigi Dwivedi, Defence Expert, is also joining the broadcast. Let me get started with you first, Ambassador Triguniat. All eyes on PM Modi as he begins this visit to Russia, his first in 5 years. What are your expectations from the visit?
Well, I think that 5 years is a long time to have a tete-a-tete with another major important leader. And the Prime Minister Modi and President Putin have been conferring with one another on various issues, including through various Zoom meetings and others. Yet, this is a very important meeting because we had a little hiatus as far as the summit meetings were concerned for the last 3 years. So that's why it happens to be the 22nd summit meeting, which is very important. And of course, its optics are also very important because this is immediately after President Putin has taken over recently at the 5th time, and Prime Minister Modi has taken over the 3rd time. And so it's sort of a continuing with the most highly important and significant institutional dialogue mechanism where everything, the whole gamut of relationship is discussed, every issue is taken care of. But prior to that, of course, as you know, there are large number of institutional mechanisms between the two countries, and there are two major joint commissions that meet. One deals with the trade and other aspects, and technology and investments and others, and the other, the military technical cooperation. And therefore, whatever the recommendations, issues, others are fed into the leadership at the leadership level, which are mostly discussed either in the bilateral, which Prime Minister Modi today is going to have a private dinner with President Putin. At that time, he'll have a free-frank discussion, or tomorrow, when he has meetings in the restricted format, in which he plus 1 or 2 maximum people are there. And then there is the delegation level talks where everything is discussed. So this is a relationship for subsequent, sufficient consequence, I must say. And therefore, the major issues, of course, we know about the bilateral, what are there. But one of the key important things that we are going to discuss, in my view, is the Russia-Ukraine war and the Middle Eastern war and their impact on the global South. That will also matter there.